Hi everyone, this is Toby. Today I will make a recap to help you review the final presentation part 2 on Wednesday. I think you guys did a great job and I really learned a lot. Okay, let's talk about everyone's presentation. The first one was Katie. She talked about the children's book, Where the White Things Are. Her main idea is why this book is successful. She used 3 points to support her main idea, which is story, cover art, and the size of illustration. I really like the story part because she showed a lot of picture in this book to tell the story. I will suggest her to show the book before she finish the presentation. Um, that will be perfect if we can see how the book changed. Um, yeah, that's it. The second one was Robert. He talked about the poster Music City. His main idea is contracts in the art is very important. He talked about the composition, contracts, and the color on the poster. It was good when he showed the example on the board and the example is connect to the real world. Also, he did that in a funny way. But I think he should focus on one subject and give more detail about that subject. In addition, um, I will suggest him to show the main idea more um, more earlier so we can understand what is he going to talk about. Uh, all in all, I think his presentation is good. His value is good and uh, yeah, that's it. The third one was Jasmine. She talked about the window display. Her main idea is Windows display is really powerful and captive. Um, she used concept, color, and material to support her main idea. In the color part, she used the real example in our life. I think this is really good. But in the concept art part, there are too many text and picture in her PowerPoint, so I would suggest maybe just use one sentence and one or two picture to support her idea. Um, I think her presentation is good. Uh, she didn't use the notes, and I think um, she might really practice a lot. Okay, that's it. The fourth one was Tony. He talked about the animation movie Wai. His main idea is modeling, texture, and atmosphere is key of successful movie. Uh, I think his voice is good and he gave enough information about that movie and a lot of details about the character. Uh, but it's too much words um, in the PowerPoint, and he introduced too much about that movie, so it take too much time to show the main idea. Um, I think he really improved a lot. Fifth one was Queen. She talked about the animation of CG game Monster Hunter. Her main idea is why this game a successful attract people. She used high quality image, scenes, and element of original game to support her idea. As you saw, I think her passion is really good, and she speak really loud. But I think um, it's too many contracts in her PowerPoint, and maybe she can just use two or one image to represent her idea. It will be more clear, I think. And I think she can speak more slower. Uh, the number six was Inhei. She talked about the fashion show, and her main idea is what will be the next season show. Um, she used three things to connect to her main idea. First is influenced by past fashion. The second is muscular and feminine. The third one was conservative and sexy. I think she did really well in contrast the scenes um, to the other scenes, like the past fashion, and she connects the past fashion um, clothing to the uh, new fashion style. Uh, I think that part is really good. Um, but I think maybe uh, her main idea still can make more clear. Uh, Maybe some part of her PowerPoint can just use one picture to show her example or her idea. Um, but I think her presentation is really good. The next one was Yutong. He talked about the animation designed in Sleeping Beauty. He His main idea is character gives a show for animation. Uh, he used fine point to support his idea, and he is really focused on the character design. talk about the animals, colors, and a lot of details in the character designs. Um, but I think 5 point is a little bit too much. Maybe you have 3 point, it's good enough. Also, I think I will suggest you don't make too many effects for your PowerPoint. Uh, it will take a little bit time to wait for your next board. Uh, yeah, I think you did a good job and you really focus on character design. This is really good. The last one was Cynthia. She talked about the visual effects in movie. Her main idea is how to make this movie successful. She gave example like story, effect, and color to support her main idea. Uh, I think everything is good in her presentation, and there has a big problem when she speak. She stop between the word and word. It sounds not like a sentence. I would suggest her to practice more, um, because this problem I think a lot of people have, including me. I always speak stop between the words and words. So let's practice a lot. Um, I think her presentation is good. Finally, we finished our final presentation. Here I have some suggestion. I hope that can help you. The first one, don't put too many text and picture in the PowerPoint. Maybe just put one sentence and one or two picture to support your idea. That that is enough. And the other things you can just tell the people. Um, the second one is give a clear main idea. Um, in the beginning of the presentation, you can just show us what are you going to tell. So that will make the presentation more clearly. Also can show the main idea very easier. Um, the last one is practice and practice and practice. Um, Presentation is really need to take times to practice, so I think it will help if you can get ready for the presentation uh, and almost finish this semester, and I hope you guys can get the good grades in your final exam.